Okay, hi friends. All right, we are live here. This is going to be a really incredible in-person, real-time integration session and debriefing of my pelvic care work with one of my clients who I just saw last week. Lulu should be popping on to share a little bit about her pelvic care session. So, hi,
Hello,
honey.
hello. How are
How
you?
are ya?
Good, thank you.
Good. I'm so glad you're here. We need to clean our cameras every once in a while.
Yeah. Or change so that you're in front of a window.
Yeah, that's true as well. Lulu, welcome.
Thank you, Brianne. I'm
Oh,
integrating. I'm like, woo-wee.
oh my gosh. Okay, well, I was just kind of telling anyone who might be popping on what we're doing, which is a real life public, which by the way, thanks Lulu for
Scary.
thank you for being brave and
Of course.
vulnerable. Like just Oh, I really feel that for you. So, Lulu is a friend of mine and a colleague and someone I respect and love in the wellness space. And she came to me for pelvic care, a full day of whole woman, whole pelvic care last week.
Yeah.
And it's been like 4 days, 5 days, 4 days,
Friday. So
Friday,
Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
always
Monday, three full days.
three full
And we're
days.
just starting now on our fourth day. Yeah.
Yeah. So just starting our fourth day of this deep, deep work of head to toe care. Yeah. That really does hone in on the pelvic area. But to work the pelvic area, we really need to work head to toe. And of course, bringing in the mind, the spirit, the energy, the soul. And so there's a lot that moves in these sessions. And one of the really important pillars of my work is unlike sometimes if maybe you go to get a massage or some body work or a session somewhere, you have your session and then you go home. And for me, it's really important to keep people in
Yeah.
in my environment for a little while to give them some time to just have some peace and quiet to integrate after the session before
Hmm.
getting on the road.
Hmm.
And then it's also important to have a check in a few days later, a week later, whether it's a call or a Zoom call or an in person, session if we're in the same town. And for Lulu, we're in the same town, but we thought we'd just pop on a call. And Lulu is brave enough to make this public. So thank
Yeah,
you, thank
you're
you, thank
very
you.
welcome. Oh my God,
Yeah.
it was the most transformational experience. So I'm happy to share, especially if it encourages other women to dive into your work and your magic and your offering. And it's just amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to land in our body, take a little deep breath together, and then I'm going to really just ask you about any questions, anything that came up, and then we'll end just giving you what I want to cover in the
Okay.
next 20 minutes or so. So anything that came up, and then anything else that you'd like to speak out loud, any prayers for yourself, your body, for your life, that's what we'll cover today. So, sound good?
Yeah, sounds good. Thank
Okay,
you.
okay, yeah. So go ahead and close your eyes. And anyone watching, of course, can join us if you're not driving. So closing your eyes and landing with a sigh. Yeah. How about one more of those? I think anyone can benefit from an inhale and a sigh. Ah. And then feeling your breath as you keep breathing down into your diaphragm. So, really, diaphragm first. And then feeling the opening down in your pelvis, feeling the relaxation and the sinking and the dropping down into your hips, feeling your body really sitting on this earth, noticing gravity, feeling your sitting bones on your chair, feeling your feet on the earth, feeling the roots coming down from your feet through the baseboards of your home or the building you're in, down into the earth, down into that root network that connects us all. And so, from this space of just being dropped in and really present with me right here, right now, I'm curious, Lulu, if you had anything that has come up over the last 4 days, 3, 4 days, that you would like to share.
Well, I would like, I think it's helpful to just share a little bit about what happened in our session. So for me, Dr. Bree was amazing. She drops, similar to this breath work, she drops you into your body and she asks you what one area that needs to be tended to in the moment. And so my right hip, just underneath my right shoulder blade, and my right side of the neck were um, not loud or anything, but it was just like this little, like, yeah, go here. So I loved that guidance to get us into our body and then to focus on and have an intention for one thing. And so as you began to move, doing some body work, like as if it was a massage, but yours is beyond a massage because it works with the energetics and the spirit and the soul and the body. And, it is a whole, you're tending to the whole dynamic, the energy, the spirit. And I had I had my grandfather come into the room and ask for forgiveness. And that to me was profound. I was like, what? And so in that, and a whole unfolding was presented that was, I don't know if it was the lineage of my family or my grandfather, as well as a whole line of men that were presented in their pain bodies, and how they felt extreme remorse. I might get emotional. They felt extreme remorse to ask for forgiveness. And I was like, wow, this is kind of wild. And there's a deeper part of the story, but I won't go into that. And then my grandmother came into the room and basically said, her words were, this is not yours to carry. So there was definitely abuse in my father's side of the family. And I don't know how far that goes, but that subject came up. And so a huge amount of anger was presented. And because I was angry at my grandfather, and I didn't even know that, Bree. So what I find fascinating is that the little niggles in your body may hold these memories that you're not even aware of. And the work that you're doing is bringing awareness to something that I held since I was 9 years old.
Yeah.
And I was stunned, right? I was stunned. But then the way you were working the energy, the body, leading me so slow, so sweet, so profoundly into really meeting the edges of this calling of forgiveness. And then the emotions that came up were anger and, a huge amount of grief because I didn't know I was holding that in my body. And then with my grandmother present. And so it was just so profound. And then there was an element of shame around money that came in.
Mm-hmm.
And the beautiful thing is that you were able to use your own intuitive guidance and hands and experience to take me there. And the release was profound. I mean, I don't know how long we were releasing that, but it was huge, right? And so I would say that, and then we went into to how it's rooted in the womb space.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Oh, there
Yeah,
you,
I'm
we're back.
sorry.
We're back. Yeah.
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 What came up in the womb space, and it was like it was also a further layer of what was in me in terms of grief, shame, forgiveness. I think it's all of that was also rooted to me, and for maybe even ancestral healing.
Yeah.
And so I just wanted to mention that because some people might feel a little bit scary about what you're doing, but I need to mention that it was so incredibly safe and profound,
Yeah.
and the body is speaking in ways that we may not understand. And so you're able to use your channel and experience to guide us there, and then just take us on the other side of that. And so now with the Saturday was huge grief and heaviness. And so it was really beautiful that you advised me to take care of myself and hydrate and go to a drum circle. So I went to Kate Canava's drum circle. And even in that space, there was a lot of grief and shame and anger coming up with other women. So that it was like a mirror, right?
Yeah.
And so I gave myself permission to really just stay with it and not get distracted, not dive
Mhm.
into work,
Mhm.
just be with it, process in my journal, write about it, see what's coming up. And now day 4, I'm feeling much more settled. I'm much more settled in exploring what that forgiveness was all about,
Mm.
because I think it's all related, right? It's not only related to my grandfather asking forgiveness about the life that he led here with his own family, and my grandmother saying, "This is not yours to carry." But I find it fascinating that I was carrying it, because
Yeah.
how could that a memory like that come up in my body if I wasn't carrying it? And so
Yeah.
there's some element also in all of that, but also forgiving myself.
Mm. Oh, yes.
Yeah, and that's like
Huge.
deep, and
Huge.
it's
And
huge.
you weren't even aware that that was there.
No, nothing. I knew about this premonition I had when I was 9 years old that was related with my grandfather and my grandfather, but I had no idea I was carrying
Yeah.
any of that.
Yeah. Yeah. So I love, and I'm so grateful that you brought this up again, this very personal story,
Yeah,
this very vulnerable
yeah.
share. And I'm curious to know now that you're on the other side of it and
Hmm.
you've really spent some time like feeling it all and being with it and integrating it. And now you're feeling more settled with it. But I'm curious for anyone watching who's like, I don't want to stir things up. Like, why would I want to stir things up that are inside? And I'm curious from your perspective, what have like why there's no right answer, but I'm just curious
Right.
from your perspective, why would someone want to, or can you relate to someone who might be like, I'd just rather not know, or why would I want to do this? What would you say to them?
Well, first of all, I feel like I have done an extraordinary amount of work for a very long time, and I've been working in the energetics now for a while. And I believe you're what you're ready for is what will be presented. So you must trust your body. And the other thing that I want to speak to is that if you're experiencing pain in your body, it is a message to you that something needs to be seen, witnessed, expressed, and moved out of the body. And what I'm feeling now after is just I'm feeling more open in my heart. I'm
Mm,
feeling more spacious. The pains are gone.
the
There's no
pains are
niggles.
gone. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not that it was debilitating or anything that like that, but it was just, I noticed that I'm more open in my body, and I'm still quite tender,
Yeah.
but I learned a lot. I learned a lot about my own body and what it was holding. And I
Yeah.
think that even though there was a moment where I was afraid on the table. I was like, oh boy, because you gave me 3 options and I picked the third option, and I was like,
Yeah.
I listened to my body and I knew it was safe, even though my brain maybe would like, oh God, this is going
Yeah.
to be scary. But in fact, the part that I thought was going to be scary was the most calming, most nervous system regulating
Yeah.
experience that I've had. That it was almost on an energetic level, working with the tissues. It was quite magical in the way it was being released through such tender, slow, again, care that you offer. Um, that there's nothing to be afraid of.
Yeah.
And the memories are there. So they're being held in the body. And if that is
Right.
causing you uncomfort or pain or keeping you stuck in a pattern or a belief system that's not serving you, then this kind of work can open that up in a very safe and sacred environment with an
Yes.
extremely, someone that is so in tune with the body.
Yeah. Thank you for expressing that so beautifully. And that's my thoughts exactly too. Because I've had people
Mm,
ask, why would I want to unearth things in breath work or in body work or in this type of the type of care that I love to give? And I'm
yeah,
thinking, well, to me, as you just said so beautifully, it's in there. It's in
it's
there.
there. And
And
it's
so,
speaking to you
and
in
it's
some capacity.
speaking
Yeah,
exactly. And so
yeah.
why would we just want to keep ignoring it? And if we can uncover it in a, like you said, a safe, gentle, slow way, caring way, in a safe
Hmm.
environment, in a private space, when there's time, then why not do that rather than just keep kind of sweeping things under the rug and pretending they're not there when they are? They're speaking to you through pain, through ease, discomfort in your body, those types
Totally.
of scenarios. Yeah. So I am so glad that your shoulder and that hip pain are gone and that you're
Yeah.
feeling more. How would you describe how you're feeling right now? Like, what's a sensation that you would describe in your body right now?
I mean, I took away a lot. First of all, um, my personal message walking from that just in my everyday life is to slow down, like with and be open to exploring. So like more, I'm really more curious now about how to bring this in with my partnership with Steve, and
Mhm.
how can we slow down and really like create that nurturing connection, with lovemaking and things like that. But and I'm more open. I think that I'll just be more open because sometimes it's, can be fast because you're just
Yeah.
like, oh, I don't know. Sometimes I'm not taking the time to create that as a sacred ceremony.
Yeah.
Um, I would say now yeah, so I'm feeling more open. I'm feeling curious. I'm still in that state of exploring the forgiveness component.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm just slowing down.
Yeah.
Slow. That's the message. Just slow.
Yeah.
Be in nature, you
Yeah.
know?
I love that. That
And
slow
I'm fascinated. I'm
acceptance. Mhm.
fascinated that the work that you did opened that container that was hidden inside me and
Yeah.
maybe preventing me from loving a man even more, loving my
Oh,
partner even more, right?
yeah. Yeah. Because there was a bracing and a guarding against that masculine energy, that
Yeah,
father line, as it turns out, on the right side of your body,
yeah,
creating that. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
So,
yeah. So,
whew.
whoo,
Big
I
work,
know.
and you don't need to know everything right now. That's the beauty, is that
That's
this
the
work
other thing.
continues to unfold over weeks. And as you're taking so seriously this slowness and this stillness and this just integration and taking it seriously, not just moving on with life,
Yeah,
taking this seriously. And not that you have to focus on it, but it's like it's there in the back of your energy body, right? It's
yeah.
there subtly, and it's informing the way you move through the world now. It changes you on a cellular
I
level. It
feel like
repatterns
we
you.
went through a cellular, especially in my
Yeah,
womb space, the
yeah,
way I could sense the energy in my mind, and everyone is different. So I don't want to set any expectations for
right,
anybody, but
right.
I'm really in tune with like energy. So
Yeah,
I was like, I could feel it opening in a sense of even on a cellular level, releasing shame. Well, there's one point where I was releasing like, black molasses. I think that was
yep,
represented shame.
yeah,
And now how I'm like, oh wow, I feel like I'm starting over and I can just start over from like it's a new beginning for me in
yeah,
terms of my heart and my womb.
yeah,
I mean, the womb is such a magical place for all creation, ideas, humans, everything. So we have to tend to that. And I think that we carry way more in there than we think.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it is your root and sacral chakra altogether. That's a massive place of safety.
yeah.
And um, yeah, I think we carry a lot there that we're not even aware of. So, awareness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful sacred awareness. And that release clears space and clears the path for new creation, for new experiences, opportunities, sensations in your body, ways of being and living. And I think that would be really beautiful, to go into right now, is kind of like, what are you bringing in? Because I know, Lulu, that
Mhm.
you don't have to share too deeply if you don't want to, but I know that you have some new things like coming personally in your life, in your energy, in your way of being. And I
Yeah.
think that this could be a beautiful time, if you wish to like state it publicly. Is there anything that you would like to speak out loud, that you're calling in, or prayers for yourself, for your body, your life, that
Yeah.
have, now that space has opened with this work? Is there anything
Yeah.
you'd like to speak aloud publicly?
Well, first of all, the shame around money, again, awareness. It's like, what? And I'm I'm reflecting that. So, I trust and surrender is huge for me this year, and it has been a word that the two words are kind of um, things that I'm cultivating. Is just trust and surrender. We don't need to know, but curiosity is really important, because if we're not, if things aren't lining up and in flow, then we ourselves are creating the resistance. And so for me, it's like I want to open the floodgates to um, not only my mission of helping and inspiring people to connect with themselves and eliminate the barriers that keep them safe, or in non-creation or stuck, but it also um, opened the floodgate for money to flow in,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
abundance and all things.
Yeah.
I feel that I'm very abundant, but the last couple of years, I think that there's been this hesitation. So I'm definitely interested in creating abundance of all things and living even juicier, and being seen more. I've hid behind these things secretly, and no one really knows that. I know that. And so stepping into this place where I can fully be myself, even in my woo woo Lulu bit, and not feel shame around that, and not feel afraid about that, about being seen for all that I am, not just the fun surfer girl, the yogi, a little bit of the spiritual. But I'm like, I would say that people know me as the fun go lucky girl, but I have a lot of depth too in terms of spirituality. And so I'm just letting it go. I'm like just stepping
Mhm.
into that. And I think that whoever resonates with me will continue working with me.
Oh, I love this.
I
Like
can't believe I just said all that out loud on
that
IG.
was so good, Lulu. That was so like it's so real. And thank you for being real. And somebody here, Jojo Sun Moon, says sending you so much grace, even
Oh,
please.
thank you.
You're being received. Like you're speaking what we all want to
Mm,
feel.
mm,
The abundance, not just financial, but the abundance, the juice of life, you
yeah.
know, being able to flow through the essentially eros, right? The
Yeah.
eros, like
Hmm.
being able to flow through when we're no longer masking and hiding parts of ourselves, when we're
Yeah.
able to just be us, to be our
Yeah.
true selves. We've shed some of the layers that we've been holding on to. And maybe we didn't even know some of these layers that we were holding on to. And when we
Exactly.
can let them go, it's like there's more flow through us, which
Yeah.
brings more flow to us as well. So, oh, I love this prayer for yourself, for your
Thank
body, for
you.
your life, Lulu. Thank you for saying that out loud. And just like when you use your voice to express something publicly, I believe it amplifies the potency. So,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my
Bye
God.
bye fear. Like just,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And even if there is a little fear, even if a little fear comes up, we
oh,
then
that's
can
okay.
see it, we
Hmm.
process it, and we can feel it more. The more you get into your body, as you know, and the more you do practices like the work we did and the work you do on your own, the more
Hmm.
you can see and identify these things quickly and work with them and move them,
Yeah.
ask
Yeah.
them questions, like love them, right?
Yeah.
Versus just hiding them away and pretending they're not there, which is
Yeah, I
what
totally believe
most
that.
people do, you know?
Hmm.
And most of us were raised to just kind of push it away. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Well, I mean,
So,
for me to be put in person, see, like even with you, I clearly trust you to no end, and the safe environment that you created. I mean, I was a hot mess in terms of just openly feeling grief, and to be seen and held in that was just amazing.
can I
Instead of
tell
having
you
to do
it's yes. And
like
my I
being
just
secret
speak to
about it in my bedroom and not letting even Steve see me, like no one needs to see me like this, right? No one should see me like this. And it's like, wow.
yeah. You just spoke to a really important piece of this work is being witnessed.
Hmm. That was massive. Thank you.
Well, thank you. I mean, thank you for being you're double being witnessed, sister. Like you were witnessed by me. and now you're being witnessed. And I just want to just bow to you and
Mhm.
have you and give you the instructions right now. Cause I mean, literally we are kind of doing a little integration
Yes,
session
no, this is
and
beautiful. It's
it's
amazing.
not
And
a
I don't
little,
know
it's
why, but my
big.
intuition was like, say yes to the
Yeah,
public. Why not?
why
Because if
not?
one person gets inspired to do this work with you or with someone that's in resonant with them, then our lives are going to get even better, more open, more flow, more abundant,
Yes.
more bliss and beauty and connection and peace. And all of the answers are within us. And what you did was you guided me to a place that needed to be seen and released. And that's just so amazing.
Let's take a deep breath together, sister. Breathing into your heart, breathing into your womb. I'm going to take a breath, another
Mm.
breath too. Feeling connected to you right now, Lulu. Thank you so much.
Mm.
Really feeling
Thank
that
you.
connection through the airwaves. Thank you for sharing this with the community.
I do
And
voo in the shower now.
oh, boo.
I'm feeling
Yes.
the voo.
Boo. Yes, yes, yes. For anyone watching, my sessions involve movement, breath work, sounding, and then the extended 4 to 6 hours of body work.
Yeah.
And Lulu, just thank you again for sharing. Thank you for taking this work seriously. Thank you for taking it into your cells. And then,
Mm.
like you said, from this more grounded, centered, knowing yourself place, we really can serve the world better. We can do our work more powerfully. We can help our communities more powerfully. We can be with our
Mm.
families more powerfully. Like it matters. It matters. Yeah.
It does matter.
Yeah. So, where can people have your Instagram here, but where could people find you if they wanted to connect about, this experience or
Oh
about your
yeah, no.
next work
If
that you're
people are like,
doing?
if anyone is watching this or listening right now and they're like, I want to know more, I feel very open to share. So you can send me a DM here. You can find me at Swell Women. So my email is lulu@swellwomen.com. My business is Swell Women. And yeah.
And watch Lulu's space because Lulu's doing big things in her world. And it is Swell Women. It's amazing surf and yoga and retreats. In fact, she and I are doing a retreat. We're co facilitating an amazing retreat in the Dominican Republic in April.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think there's big things ahead for Lulu that the world can only just imagine what's coming.
Thank you,
So
Bree.
there's good stuff coming. So keep an
Yeah.
eye. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Well,
Bree. It
we'll
was
end it
really
here.
like beyond anything that I had ever
Oh,
expected. So I'm
thank
super
you.
grateful.
Thank you for sharing
Hmm.
your experience with the experience at the Healing House and with me. And yeah,
Oh,
I
and
adore you.
everyone, like her house is like, oh my God, you just walk in and it's just represents just pure femininity and oh, you just take a big exhale when you walk in that door. It's like a threshold that you're walking through and it's just amazing.
Thank you. I have put a lot of love and heart into
I
that
can
little
tell.
healing
I could
house.
feel it just walking down the path to the healing house. I was like, oh wow, what? Okay, what's in store for today?
Yeah, I mean, this is an element, and both you and I do things online with our clients and with our work,
Yeah.
and I love the online world, but there is an element that the
Mm,
online world just can't touch, and having real human touch and then
mm,
a real human space is really different. And so, yeah, I'm in Central Oregon, and anyone can travel if they need to travel, or anyone in Central Oregon watching can come see me.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank
Thank
you,
you, Bree.
Lulu.
Of course.
Mwah. All right.
Mwah!
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone, for watching.